Hey guys, so I just want to do a quick little video here talking again about why the Sony Xperia Z3 sucks. Sony can't produce phones, that's just a fact. They can't produce good phones. So I have my Xperia Z3 here, so the traditional problems I've had with this phone is the glass back. It usually falls down on the floor just because it is so slippery. So if you play music a little bit loud, if you have this one on your desk, it probably gonna fall down. It happened to me like 4 or 5 times, and one time even the display started to crack open. I had to replace one Xperia Z3 because of the weird display issue problems. I tried this one in Red Bull and milk yesterday, and and this phone should be like waterproof and water resistant. It should be able to handle being in stuff, but no. Look at this. Look at the camera. It's totally messed up. So water or milk, I mean, it has gotten into the device, even though they are saying, oh, it's proof, you can, it's not safe. It's not safe. It's a trash phone. And I can't almost not get it to work now. Look at this. Look at this stuff. So I have my beautiful S6 here, Galaxy S6, a good phone, good stuff from Samsung. So we're just gonna start these up at the same time. You're just gonna see how messed up this phone has gotten. So let's start them up here same time. Let's go. Oh my god. I can't believe this shit. Why do I need to charge it? Oh my god. So for some reason, this phone always stops to work. Let's try to start. Okay, there we go. Let's see if it works. So let's just start to count here how long time it's going to take here to start up this trash device. Can it do it in a minute? That's a good question. Sony, can you start up in a minute? I mean, I have so many like weird problems. Sometimes it just gets stuck. And it's like typical Sony problems I've had with them. You know, the display doesn't want to work or whatever. Sony is just producing really, really bad devices the last 2 or 3 years. Very, very underperforming. Very, very confusing devices. From the Xperia Z to the Xperia Z4 or Xperia Z3, I mean, they have released like 2 devices each year. They have been very, very identical, just very, very boring, tiny updates. And look at this. It doesn't even tell me what it's doing. Like, is it charging? Is it starting up? No, it's just this like random Sony logo. So, what is this device doing? I have no idea. It's a confusing device. It seems like it's stuck in some kind of boot loop or whatever. I don't know. It's confusing because you can see it's just stuck. It doesn't even, like normal devices, if you plug in a cable in a Samsung phone, it immediately starts to like charge the device, and you can see it. So let's just see here if we can demonstrate that pretty quick. But something with the Sony device is just confusing. Sony really is a weird company. So I wouldn't recommend that you buy any Sony phone at the moment because it's just trash. Look at this, 2 minutes and it hasn't even started up yet. And also I should remind you that I already have had it in a charger for 1 hour before I started this video actually. Let's just see here what happens when you plug in a cable in a Samsung phone. What happens? What happens when you plug it in? Let's see. Let's just plug it in here. Look at this. Instantly, you can see charging and everything's awesome. Look at that. It just works. Samsung just works. Also same thing with Apple, usually it just works. But this one is stuck. Let's just try here to hold in. So We can see, okay, you heard it was some vibrations there when you hold in two buttons. But again, it doesn't show any charging signs or whatever. It's just like stuck. It's a confusing company, okay? It's a very, very confusing company releasing weird devices that doesn't want to work. And even if you don't do anything with the device, you can be pretty sure that the display or something in your Sony device, it's just going to stop to work. And it's annoying. Because if we want to start up the Samsung phone here right now, we just hold in the power button. And there we go. It starts up, okay? And it works. This device, I may have to put it under a hammer or something. Maybe. Let's try to unplug it here. The funny thing is, even when I unplug this Sony device here, it's still like stuck or something. It's super weird. So confusing device. And you know, you can't take out the battery because it is a glass back. But oh my god, I really don't like Sony because their devices just underperform in so many ways. And as I said, I mean, you see a charging logo here, but I can already say I have charged it. I have tried to charge it for around 1 hour and nothing happened. You just know that you don't have those problems on the iPhone or a Samsung device, but yeah, this is a bad company, bad devices, and you really shouldn't buy a Sony device. It's you're probably gonna be disappointed eventually. So that's also why they are not like selling as many devices probably as Samsung or Apple, because their devices just underperform, and you know, they don't perform as good as you want. So that's kind of funny. So yeah, quickly a video talking about that. Hopefully enjoyed. And yeah, also one thing I can mention here that's pretty funny. I mean, Sony usually makes money on selling like camera lenses and stuff like that to other companies like Samsung, and Apple have like usually like Sony cameras, and they perform amazing, but usually on Sony's own devices it doesn't perform as well. Usually they have more worse experience. So for some reason, maybe Sony they should probably just stop doing devices, because I don't know if this device is actually charging. I don't know why it's just showing the Sony logo. I don't know what this little red thing up there in the corner means. Yeah, they really need to fix it. Hopefully they can get their stuff together in the near future, but just right now, a warning sign: don't buy a Sony device. You're gonna be disappointed eventually. Peace.